right. I'm looking kind of nappy, Mary Scruffy today. Yeah, forgive me. I came back from the gym and I was kind of in a rush because I wanted to get back here and do a little live stream real quick and see how everyone is doing. Once again, I'm the Seattle Black Veteran. Welcome to my page. This page is for and about everything that's active duty, military, and retired or disabled veterans, all the above. So, what we're trying to do here is just give people here, we can have a hub where we can get together and ask some questions. And, one is not knowing of all, but there are some people more intelligent or further knowledgeable than what I probably am. But like I said, I bring you through what I have been through and what I'm going through. Just because you had 100 doesn't mean it's over. So today, I'm going to bump a couple of things that I want to address that was very interesting to me. One is because I am I'm a human being for one. Let's get that one straight. Two is the person I'm about to talk about is a gentleman who's a veteran, and three is that he has a dog, and it's supposed to be a service dog, and I do like dogs, so that's more plus on that side anyway. But okay, let's bump this. I want you guys to see this. And I know some people probably going to get in there late, but that's okay. Let me get this out of the way here. And you can play it back if you want to play it back. We're going to talk about this with a veteran here. Let's open up my screen here. So you can actually understand and see what I'm seeing. So, because I have questions. And this is on both sides of the parties. Um, the situation brother dealing with this veterans dealing with police officers, and it kind of got a little out of hand. And so let me let you see what's going on here. So let me rock this first video. I think this is the one I want to give you guys. All right, so hold on. Let me say this real quick. Fair use, fair use, fair use. Where's my and I gotta go dig it up here so you guys can see this, so we won't be having no problems here. And let's go back here. So yeah, what I'm going to show you is actually a news clipping of what had transpired between this veteran and the police officers, how it turned out, and how I think it could have went way better. But it's we'll let me get to it here. Hold on, so I can get this out of the way here, and we don't have to be worrying about. I mean, you could say it, but then every time you say it, then it's like show it. And of course, I can't find out. Here it is. Here it is. Here it is. So here it is. For look it over here. Break it down. There it is. Okay, fair use. So I'm going to show a clip, and we're going to comment on this clip. You tell me what you think. Okay, here we go. All right, fair use out of the way. Let's get busy. And let's go here.
Gastonia police announcing a plea agreement has been reached regarding the controversial arrest of a veteran. Joshua Rohrer was arrested last October, accused of illegally begging for money and resisting arrest. During the arrest, witnesses say police officers used a taser on his service dog, leading the dog to run off, and then it was hit by a car.
All right, so there is a longer clip of this. I'm just getting you to open it right now. There's a longer clip of this. It goes about an hour, and it's about a lot of back and forths with the veteran and the police officers. And so here we go. And this is at the point now where this has been already. They're going to talk about it. Showed up on the internet and everything. So here we go.
His arrest led to protests and calls for accountability by community members. WCNC Charlotte's Kendall Morris joining us live now. So, Kendall, what is in this plea agreement?
Well, Carolyn, Rohrer will not face any jail time, and the district attorney's office says that all charges have been dismissed relating back to that October 2021 arrest, pending certain conditions.
Y'all see, it takes 20 police officers to arrest a homeless.
See, now this is what I'm saying. It kind of had a hand with this veteran here. And so we'll understand this about the veteran. It's probably not mentioned in, well, it'll be mentioned. probably in the other clip here. Hold on. So this is already after the fact. Here we go.
This man, they tased his dog and threw him on the ground for being homeless.
It's the arrest that sparked outrage in the community. Gastonia police saying they arrested Joshua Rohr, an Army veteran, last October after getting a call from a citizen saying he was panhandling.
Is it legal for these adults to be standing on the intersection with a dog asking for money?
Witnesses claiming police were overly aggressive toward Rohr and his dog Sunshine.
Okay, now this is what I have to say to this. Okay, so check it out. You see right behind him, it's an island. That's where him and his dog are on a high traffic. I see people doing this with kids, and I don't like that. But I think it's dangerous to have a dog, an animal, period, in the middle of a busy intersection. And when the dog got tasered, what did the dog do? Freak out and run into a busy and get hit by a car. So, if you're going to be out there panhandling, I don't care who it is. I don't think you should have your animals or your kids near all that. One, it's a hazard for an accident to happen. Two, you have them sucking in all this pollution from these cars. So here we go.
And it was very unnecessary.
Community members protesting the arrest and demanding Gastonia Police Department release the body camera video. A judge denying that request to release the video. Now, 9 months later, the Gastonia Police Department and Gaston County District Attorney's Office say they have reached a plea agreement. The District Attorney's Office says all charges related to the October 2021 arrest are dismissed.
Now, dismissed because of overaggressive behavior from the police, and are because of the public outcry, because the way the police handled the situation. All those guys darn police, one veteran and a dog, a service dog. And now, I don't know if they're going to mention it here, but probably mention the other clip. They tased the dog because the police officer said the dog bit at her ankle. So, the threat was, we're going to arrest you and we're going to send your dog to the pound. So if he's homeless, how much is he going to have to pay to get his dog out of the pound if he gets out of it? So that's a threat there. If you don't comply, this is what we're going to make life more rough for you, make it tough for you. Now, I'm not dogging on police officers at all. I just say this situation could have been handled better. I know police officers, and I know some good police officers, and I have a lot of respect for them. This thing got out of hand, but here we go.
Despite a grand jury reviewing the charges twice and finding probable cause to support the charges. A judge sentenced Rohr to a 24-month probationary term in exchange for a guilty plea on an unrelated charge of driving while license revoked on July 6th of this year, and if Rohr participates in the Catawba County Veterans Treatment Court. The Gastonia police chief saying in a statement, "We are satisfied with today's plea agreement, and we are pleased that Mr. Rohr has agreed to participate in the Catawba County Veterans Court, where he can receive services specifically tailored to his needs."
Now, that's what I'm talking about. And that's one thing I would say cool about the system is that they're starting to make our courses, or if you're a veteran, you may be suffering from PTSD, that you have resources to help get you back on track. Because apparently this gentleman has a car. He parks his car and he goes and panhandle him and his service dog. Okay? You know me. There's too many services out there for you to get involved with that really you don't need to panhandle, but I can understand it because in LA, it's a really dire situation. And I'm pretty sure it is in a lot of other places throughout this country. But so this is the first one. Now I want you to hear what they talk about as far as they finally released the camera. So they want to view the cameras and you'll see what the results of all this is. Very. This is
Hey, how's it going?
I'm doing all right, sir.
He's from the body.
Just out with him. I told him he couldn't be on the median.
Yeah, and that's why I was packing my stuff up.
Walk out to a car to get money.
Yeah, I saw him at the Circle K the other day with the car.
Yeah, so he's been told a few times not to panhandle in that particular spot. And he has a vehicle himself, so he goes and parks his vehicle and go out and panhandle. And if you go and watch it, the long story to this is about an hour. It's mostly, and he'll say it too, is that people know him for who he is, and they know they give him money because they know him. So that's his spot. But he's been told, and here we go.
Yeah.
So now he's refusing to give me his ID because I'm going to write him.
She's trying to write me a ticket because I was walking up this, packing up. She told me to pack up.
Now, I'm not a lawyer or anything, but if he was told not to panhandle here, his thing is when he was walking, people started coming up to him, giving him money. He wasn't asking them for money. So he refused to give her his ID card because he feels that he's in the right. But she says, I'm going to write you a citation. She has the right to give you actually for your ID card, from my perspective. You're going to write me a citation. You're going to tell me what you're writing it for. Then you have, I have to give you my information for them to fill out the ticket. Here we go.
Body camera footage showing the controversial arrest of homeless veteran Joshua Rohrer. It's now public. This comes after months of petitioning the courts to have it released. WCNC Charlotte's Julia Kaufman joining us live outside the Gastonia Police Department.
Okay, so here's the body. That's what the body cam from went on.
Which posted those videos this morning. So, Julia, what are the big takeaways from this footage?
Right. Well, first off, Vanessa, people protested for months to see this footage. Now it's finally here. In this video, we see viewpoints from multiple Gastonia police officers, including former officer Maurice Taylor and officer Sierra Brooks. Now, we want to warn you, some may find this video disturbing, but we're sharing it because so many people want to see for themselves what happened that
Okay, you got your warning. Here we go.
day.
Somebody help me! Hey, what are you doing?
On October 13th, officers Maurice Taylor and Sierra Brooks arrest Josh Rohrer for panhandling on Cox Road. In the chaotic moments, Taylor deploys a stun gun on Rohrer's service dog, Sunshine Ray, saying the dog bit him in the foot.
Call your dog off.
Rohrer is still grappling with what happened that day 9 months later.
I'll never forget it.
He blames the officers for Sunshine's death. She ran away from the scene and while under temporary care, got away and was hit by a car.
See, that's what I'm saying, okay? On both sides of the parties. One, like I said, don't have your dog or your children out there in the intersection, a busy intersection, panhandling. It's dangerous to your kids. I understand, man. I know what it is. I was homeless. What I did, I had to do what I can do. And there was brothers I know, people I know who were panhandling, and they had their spots. In Washington here, we have people who are, it's a racket. It's like 3 or 4 or 5 people, they know each other. One will stand out in front of the store. Another will come and a couple will come and put money in the cup. So people can see, wow, okay, yeah, these people are giving to this type of cause. Let me give to it as well. You have people like that. You have people who have trucks, cars, and they drop each other off at locations. Oh, believe me, I've seen it. I watched the game unfold. It's okay. It's, whatever's your deal. Okay, but putting the dog and your kids in the middle of harm's way. When an altercation gets started, which shouldn't, it can happen between that person and a motorist. And then, the dog gets freaked out and runs away and gets hit. So I don't strongly recommend it, but how the police handled it too could have been better as well. Gonna tase the dog. The dog's on top of the car. But it's not funny. But he's gonna tase the dog. That's stupid. Here we go. All right.
They could have prevented Sunshine from running away. They could have
not separated her from me.
Rohrer was arrested for illegally panhandling and resisting arrest, but those charges were dropped in July, and Rohrer pleaded guilty to an unrelated lesser charge. The Gastonia Police Department released a statement with the body cam footage, saying in part, the city is pleased that the resolution of Mr. Rohrer's charges includes his participation in Catawba County's Veteran Treatment Court, where he can receive services specifically tailored to his needs.
Now, see, this is one thing, and I commend the courts for this as well. And this has been a thing that's been put out now in a lot of police districts, a lot of police stations. When you run into a veteran who is probably suffering from PTSD or some other mental problem, mental or physical, and when you got physical, it leads to mental, okay? And so at least they're giving them treatment. You send them to a place that's hopefully going to help them move in a different direction. Let's see what the NSIS says right here. Hold up.
It added that the department conducted a review of the incident. Rohrer hopes the videos are the catalyst to creating better training for police on how to approach people with disabilities and service animals.
It's just mind-boggling that the whole way it was handled.
Rohrer now has a new dog named Justice that he's training to help him manage his PTSD. Officer Taylor resigned in February, and Officer Brooks is still with the department. Live in Gastonia, Julia Kaufman, WCNC Charlotte.
Julia, thank you for those updates.
All right, so I had to kick that to you guys here and let you know what was going on. My perspective on the whole thing is, like I said, this gentleman, his brother has been told a few times not to be at that particular intersection. So it's going to cause, some friction. And we told him, he knows, we keep telling him, okay, we're going to give him a citation. Maybe we'll give that's going to get him off the block. He could have, for resisting. Now, when a person says, I think that you violated, and they're going to say under what code you violated and we're going to cite you for that, then it's right for them to ask you for your ID. Okay, but suffer from PTSD, I don't know. But he's still walking, you're taking the money. And that's one thing. It's almost like sugar, or what they say, cocaine, when they get your endorphins up, somebody, they know you, boom, they give you money, boom, boom, boom. And that's, that's exciting. It's like hitting, get some money at the jackpot or the slot machine or something like that. But don't put your service dogs or your kids in danger like that. So, I would love to hear your thoughts on this. If you ever watch it or if anybody sees it, just say what's up with it. On my veterans, like I say, and I didn't put the number up here, but start going to you have work sources. And I know some, we don't want to go through all the paperwork and all this and all that, but you can have counselors who are willing to work with you to get that done. That's actually what their business is about. How many veterans did you help? How many veterans did you see go? Matter of fact, I went back and I thanked the people for helping me, man. It was like, okay, go here. Let's talk to this guy here. Went there, talked to him, ended up getting me my place. Boom, boom, boom. Here we are. A whole new day. So even if my homeless brothers and sisters are out there, panhandling, get you some money real quick that you can do whatever you want to do with. But first and most of all, it's the long term, and it's getting there and taking care of yourselves, and is actually focusing on getting yourself better. Okay, so I wanted to hit you with that. Also, what I have for my brothers and sisters are questions that I need your help with. And if you have a solution, if you're hearing this, please hit me down in the comments or hit my email, which is SeattleBlackVet.com. I'm also now putting some pictures on my Instagram at the Seattle Black Veteran on Instagram. And I will be having my Facebook page put together shortly. And we will start giving you good content starting today. Well, I'm going to start coming on Tuesday, Thursdays, and Saturdays, guys and girls. So I might change them up. It depends on, what time my people want me to be here. I'm here because of you. And so question I have for you is, I ran across a young brother, 80% disabled veteran, taking full advantage of his GI Bill, matter of fact, in school. if that was your situation, what would you do to move forward to increase your situation better? Here's one. Two is, all right, got a brother, 10%. Loves his kids, wanted to get him taken care of, lost his hearing. What should he do? All right. So I need your help with that. I'm going to always bring these situations of what's going on, because it may be going on with you as well. And if it's going on with you, you may get the answer that you may be looking for. Like I said, I'm only giving you my opinion, what I've been through, and my opinion. I'm not an attorney. Don't work for one. I don't work nowhere with the VA. I'm not with the VA. I'm a lifetime member with the DAV, but I'm doing this solely on my own accord. And I am trying to give you information that I've been through so you don't have to go through it. And when I get some people who I run across are interested in trying to find the answer to their question. So, like we say, closed mouths don't get fed. You're going to have to open your mouth and talk and ask questions to reliable sources. Reliable sources, okay? When I say reliable, the people who have the knowledge, has the knowledge, either been down that road, can tell you how it was, people who have the knowledge in the books and been down the road. So when you talk to those individuals, first, try to understand, can you ask a question and get an answer without jumping through all these hoops, like kissing a ring and all this other crap? There is actually a lot of people out here who want to help a lot of veterans, a lot. It is a lot of veterans do not understand, disabled veterans do not understand, retired do not understand that you're not in this by yourself. There is a lot more people who are going through what you're probably going through. So when you ask a question, you don't have to attack it to you. You ask a question so you can get an answer. And hopefully the people who join the channel, if you don't mind, hit the like and subscribe. If you join the channel, we're about hearing from you. No matter what your rank is, no matter what your nationality is, no matter what your religion is, you serve the United States Armed Forces. So you have issues that you have not a clue how to take care of and how to conquer it. Another one is, and this is a good one for maybe you ladies. If you're married to a person in the military and you just got married to that person and he's already or she's already in the military, how do you find a group that can help you? Or do you want to find a group that can help you get acclimated to what is going on and off the post? All right. That is going to be some valuable information for spouses. Okay. And I would say this, choose wisely, Grasshopper. Choose wisely. Be careful out there. There are some people out there who you probably should never be associated with. And you don't want to find it out at that high insight, being 2020. You want to kind of get those vibes when you first get there. And, politely bow out. And don't feel bad about that. Because when I was in the military, there was some groups of people who just like to gossip. And that's not doing you no good, I guess, unless you like a certain amount of gossip. There's sophisticated gossip, and there's some seriously low ghetto gossip. And it's all gossip, though. That's how you got to look at it. So that's how you want to roll. But I'm saying, be extra careful with that. All right? So that's my other thing. If your spouses that are out there, and you just got with the person who's in the military, how are you acclimated? Do you have questions? Okay, so that's another thing we want to deal with as well. Okay, so everybody who's out there who's got an ear to this, if you know people who are military spouses or members, and you just got married to a person or you just got with a person who's in the military, how do you get acclimated? How do you get that questions? Because people are shopping on post, shopping off post. Shopping on post, there's some days when you should, just like off post, when they get the meats and when they get all their produce. Okay, so I understand this too, and I understand this. The military is usually the first in the end of the month of paydays. First in the end of the first 2 weeks. Yeah, the first of the month, and what is it? The first every 2 weeks. So it's the first, 15th, and the 30th. So and understand on those days, the commissary may be packed. So you better get there on time, early, or whatever, but to check it out. So you need to know that when shopping on post, okay? When is a good time to get there, to get the produce and all that, okay? And I'm still telling everyone this is shop on post because you're gonna do no taxes. If you're near a post and you have the access to the post, your we call it Class 6, which is your alcohol in the Army. Shop there, save some money, okay? We're going to start talking about this too with renters. If you are renting, if you're active duty or even if you're disabled and you're renting and you're starting to have some issues with keeping up on the rent, I'm going to drop some info with that next time I come up on live. And because we want everybody to be steady and knowledgeable of what they need to do to keep themselves from getting in a position where they're out on the streets. We don't want to see that. And so everything that I have in my body, we're going to do our darndest to get you there. So these are the topics I want your help with. We got a young brother who's at 10, just got turned down in a hearing. I suggest appeal because that's what I'm going through as well. So if you have any other information for this young brother, let him know. And also, what do we have? We've had a mission of 3 things. So, and we have a brother who's 80% utilizing his GI Bill, doing great, trying to find where his next level can he go to, another higher level of benefits. I say it depends on what his injury, his service-connected injuries are. So you tell me what you think, okay? Because I run into these gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, who are going through these things and are not totally understanding with these things. And so we want you to get understanding because when you're at a loss, your mind is like, can't settle down until you get the answer. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to get the answers to you, okay? So we saw the young brother with the dog. Now, like I say, service dogs, we got to give you some information on that as well. What I want to keep up with you with is service dogs because the president did a signing, but it didn't totally push that all the way. The service dogs are great. We have to talk about that. We're still talking about the PAC Act, which is the burn pits, right? And like I said, I'm going to pull that information up too because I want you to know if you served in those wars, Desert Storm, Desert Shield, Afghanistan, Iraq, you may be eligible to receive disability ratings, but I want us to be very specific, and I want us to be talking about what you need to actually file a rating or file a claim. And when you do that, what we want you to do is do some of your due diligence homework. So when you find a representative that you want to represent you, you can ask some questions that you're knowledgeable of, and that representative may have more knowledge or information that he or she can feed back to you. So be very cognizant of this, especially if you're having asthma, you're dealing with lung issues. If you've been talking to your primary care doctor, talk to them about that. This is going all the way back to help out even soldiers who suffer from the Agent Orange, okay? Going through that. So chemicals that have affected military personnel now can be addressed with some more scope on it than way across the field. It's now being addressed, and now they're trying to make sure that the people who were infected by this get compensated. So I want you to stay on top of that. If you served in any of those wars, and I will bring that back up again, if you serve those wars, that you need to be cognizant about, are you experiencing these issues? Are you having these issues? Are they affecting you? So please look into that, okay? All right, so I want you guys and girls to know that. And that's why I want you to know each and everything that I've been through. It may not pertain to you, it may not, but one of these things might hit you and you go, oh crap, that's the shit I need to do. Pardon my vernacular. I apologize. But we're out looking out for you. So burn pits, definitely, we're looking out for that. And it's called the PACT Act. So you can look that up. Go on Google that and look at the PACT Act. As a matter of fact, I had some ladies on with a law firm, and they talked about it in my last video I put up. So please check that out, and please make sure, because every year there are some disabilities that are being added to the VA. Because as we evolve, we're evolving with new and different technology and different things that are happening out here. So it's up to you to stay informed. That's your mission, and that's your job to stay informed. If you have questions, especially in the social media world today, you can be informed. You know what's going on. Oh, Sir Hale Speaks. Hold up. That's my man right here. Hold up. I'm slipping over here. I'm missing. Sir Hale is in the house. Hey, thank you, sir. And the gosh darn bacon. Let me give you brothers some props here. I appreciate you, man. Always respect. I was at Sir Hale's page today, and I'm going to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, if you have not been to this brother's page, he handles his page with top respect. And he brings out some good conversation, and actually kind of like what we're talking about today is that as well, if you get married to a person, how does that work? Are you getting to know this person, especially in the military? Hey, salute to you, goddamn bacon. I appreciate you coming in, my brother. Salute to you. And he's got good at the show too. I'm gonna hit him in a second. We got the brother Peter Investor in the house. I appreciate you. And Brother Wally, thank you so much. Salute to all you brothers. I appreciate you, brothers, showing out for a brother here. I appreciate it. A lot of respect. But like I said, Sir Al, he mentioned some topics too. And what I'm going to bring up too is the question I've always asked was, should you get married before or after your person joins the military? What should you do? What's the first scope? And I agree with Sir Al Speaks. We're talking about, knowing your spouse, respecting your spouse. Knowing the situation and contributing to the relationship where you can make these hurdles in a situation in a relationship. Pardon me. But yeah, check my brother out, Sir Hale Speaks. He is a brother, and I appreciate it. And I got the goddamn bacon in here. We got to give Wally some love here. Wally, I see you everywhere in these YouTube streets, my man. I see Wally everywhere in these streets here, and I appreciate you, my brother. And I got you on lock on the subscribe mode too, so I'll be out there. Appreciate you, and must say hello and greetings to my good brother Peter Investor. He's the brother. He's a good man. Always here. He will hang with me when I'm down to probably one person. But I appreciate all you brothers. So the topic that I'm talking about today is, veterans, if you're out there, how to make your situation or how you can help your situation. Like I always say, go to the work source center that's in your area. Now, the problem is a lot of people, when they start getting hit with the paperwork and start getting hit with the questions, they're not really want to, have their patience to bring it to that level to deal with that. You must bring it to that. Nothing is overnight. It is hard, but you will make it. And this is what I say to each and every one of my brothers and sisters out there. If you're trying to improve your situation, and I'm going to tell you, I'm at 100%, and I'm still working at that. I want to buy some land. Please believe me. Having your own apartment and all that is cool, but when you got your own house or own piece of land, that's my perspective. And this is where I say, when I rap to my brothers and sisters here, I don't know if that's your outcome of where you want to be, but understand, I'm always trying to push you to move forward. I always want to see you do better. I understand when you get in a situation, how do you get out? And the first thing is, don't give up. Be grateful that the fact, I say what it called being grateful. That's like, I woke up today, now I have a chance to make my life a better move. So what do I need to do? And that is it. You can tune in and check out the Seattle Black Veteran. If you're asking yourself, where should you go? And I will tell you this. If you're living over about, we'll say 1,500 miles away from the nearest facility, they can give you transportation, or you can get transportation and have them reimburse you for that. Okay. So this is like always, it's out there for you to get and out there for you to take that advantage of. And right now, like I said, we're going to be bringing up and talking about the renters thing because some of my brothers and sisters are getting hit with the fact that they can't get their rent paid. So they're trying to figure out how they can do this. One of the ways you can do it is if you're a veteran, go to your local work source center and tell them your situation. In certain situations, what they do in this state, I'm not sure about in other states, but in this state, they will give you about $500 or $600 to help you through your situation. Maybe you can take care of the rest of it, and they'll get you through for a month. But that's time for you to get all the other ducks in order so you can get straight with this. And like I said, if you are suffering, and I will tell you this, and I'm not going to joke with this. I'll probably get in trouble for this, but this. If you're not living, you live not far from a military base, but you don't have a car, talk to your girlfriend. Hey, give me a ride. We can get on post. I can snatch you a couple of chickens for a low discount. You don't have to pay taxes on it. She's going to be happy as, whatever. But you get in there, getting your discount on your food. You're squeezing that belt so you're not trying to pay those taxes. So look, don't be ashamed of any situation that you are going through as long as you're trying to push through and push forward. That's all. Every situation is a learning situation. I was homeless for 3 weeks. I slept in my car. All right, and that was kind of funky too, but it happened. And so what they say, if they don't kill you, it's gonna make you stronger. So I'm here trying to push all of you to be pushing forward. And get out of here, blind guy, his wife, and their life. I gotta come over and see these beautiful people. I'm telling you, if you haven't got over to blind guy, his wife, and their life, is exactly what the title tells you. And these are some people who are looking out for your health, your well-being, mentally, spiritually, and physically. I'm telling you, they put up nice stuff, good to eat on their channel. Yeah, please check out Blind Guy, his wife, their life. On point. Beautiful people. And salute to you, Peter Invested M. My man. It's always good to see you, brother. See you again. Good to see you again. And good to see her, Sir Harold Speaks. Yes, that's a good brother. And Blind Guy, his wife. You guys, I tell you, you're blessed when you got some good content creators. You don't even have to, but they do. Come and stop by and say hi to a brother. I have nothing but love and respect for each and every one of you guys that's in here tonight. Because I'm just trying to do something out here and bring it. But normally I don't bring this type of incidents that happen, but I have to bring it to you because veterans, we have to be cognizant of where we are as right now. And I mean that psychologically and physically. Okay. I'll let you work on the spiritual part, but I'm working psychologically and physically because that's when it pertains to the veterans or the VA. And that is, look, start looking at situations and start trying to understand that this situation is going to get me in the worst trouble. Now, I'm going to tell you, I'm going to give you the full 411 on the Seattle Black Veteran. I went to the abyss so hard that I was ready to get into it with anybody for any reason. And it was so bad that I knew I had to go and check myself there. And I did. I checked myself into the psych ward. Believe it or not, yes. Because I knew it was getting out of hand. My thing is this. I'm a martial artist. Bruce Lee said this. It doesn't matter how good you think you are. There's always somebody out there trying to be better. And there's always somebody out there who can take your life. So you have to think wisely and say, do I want this? I mean, I'm not just talking about physically. We're talking about emotionally as well. To go end up and find yourself in a jail over doing some stuff that you knew you got caught in your emotions by. When you wake up from getting out of your emotions, then you have to deal with the reality of the situation that you put yourself in. So as a martial artist, the biggest thing I can say to defend myself is, please forgive me if I offended you. I'm sorry. That is my best route because I'm 58. I don't think about all this, I can kick my hand video off like I used to. No. This is real talk. Right now, if you're over 30, even in your 20s, start thinking and don't let yourself get caught in a situation. You have so much in front of you. I lie to you not. Look, I've been there, fell to all the way to my knees, believe me. But I'm still here though, right? And I'm here, not stressed by nobody putting me in nobody's jail, none of that crap. I'm here because I have to think. I had to think. Love so much. Thanks for the great content yourself. You guys are sweet, blind guys. I really appreciate you guys. And the Peter Vessel, always there. Wow, hey, man. Go to bed. Have a good show in the morning. All right, my brother. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate all you guys coming up. And I'm not going to keep you long, but I just wanted to get in touch with you. I ran across this situation. I'm going to bring up some other stuff that I ran across. And we're going to rap about this, and we're going to get a full 411. So all of our vets here, we can help each other get on the square, and just stand plumb. They'll be good to go. And so I wish everyone a wonderful night, man. I got the brother Wally that's in here, blind guy, his wife, Peter Invested. Oh man, and Sir Harold Speaks came by and dropped some love on a brother here. So today, we're going to keep it talking about how we're going to keep pushing, moving forward. What's your next move? That's my question for you. And you have to come and give me your answer. What's your next move? Are you utilizing your GI Bill? If you're not, if you just got a rate increase, you know there's a Chapter 31, which is equal to a GI Bill that you can apply for. Are you doing this? If you're homeless, do you know there's a certain place where you can get help? You're going to have to sit and be patient with that. If it's going to cause you to get with, and especially if you're suffering from PTSD, you can get in touch with the hospitals, VA hospitals, and they will give you help. Okay? Now, you pass it, look at the bottom line. I had a young brother tell me a while back ago he wasn't going to deal with going to the VA because he didn't want to wear a mask. He has phobias, he says. So, you're going to have to find ways to work this and work it because they will try to work with you. The VA system will try to work with you as long as you want to work. To get your situation better. And so, my thing is from the beginning when I got hit by this, one thing it taught me, and I want you brothers and everybody to be aware of, one thing it taught me was this: start planning, start stacking up some money, at least $2,000, put it aside. Right now, $2,000 helps with something for this situation. One is, okay, so you about to lose your apartment. Do you want to use that $2,000 to keep you going for a couple of months? If not, cool. If something happens to your car, you got reserved $2,000 you can put away. So what I'm saying is this: it may never happen to you like it happened to me, and I don't want it happening to you. So do what I didn't do. Start stacking some money. Start putting stuff on the side. If you got health insurance, if you got job insurance, if you got any insurance that can kick in and give you money, like I think Aflac was one of those guys. I'm not promoting these guys. But if you get injured or whatever, they can kick in so much money in your insurance plan where it can cover you until you can make sense of everything that's going on and prepare for going without. Now, next time I come up, I'm gonna show you I'm gonna show you some videos that hurt my heart, and I don't like to watch because that's when I lost my apartment. That's when I went homeless, and when I went homeless, you should have saw the people who all these cats who were rocking with me when I had some money. You should have saw how fast they left. I ain't lying. I couldn't call and talk to nobody. Nobody called and talked to me except for one person, but that was it. So I don't want you to go through what I went through. So what I'm telling you is stack your money, start saving your money. Look, I look at my electric bill with tension. I'm like, oh no, you got to explain this to me. I'm with Consumer Cellular. Now with Consumer Cellular, and I'm not promoting these guys. I went with these guys. I get $3 a month, and I got roadside assistance with Consumer Cellular. Now, with tripping me out, I started with those guys about $28 a month. Now I'm back to $45 a month, the same that I was paying Verizon for their little card. I go to Verizon and, you know, get their unlimited whatever card for $45 and I'm straight. So I'm like, well, shoot, why do I need to go there? Now I'm debating Mint Mobile, $15. And I'm pretty sure I can go to AAA and pay them like $3 a month to get roadside assistance. So this is what I'm saying. This is how I'm on it. I like to you guys not. I was asleep, brother. It was live when I woke up saying back in cash and so but baby girl, okay, it is. I'm telling you, this wasn't La Quinta. Is it the La Quinta Inn? Y'all hear you? Yeah, and that's a thing too, though, because if you have that 2,000 stacked up, you can probably still go to a hotel, motel, and lease for what is it? How much a week, a month? You know, and get into one of those joints, like you like what they say, La Quinta. But I'm telling you, so it went downhill from there. This is what I'm telling you. You got to put some cash on the side. If you're paying your insurance, start seeing if you can, you know, loan off of your insurance, anything, but try to keep yourself in perspective. So when you get recovered, that you haven't damaged your savings as much. Okay. So you already thought about this. If you have relatives, this happens. I know it's embarrassing, but go there if they can keep you there for a few weeks or month so you can get your situation together and boom, you're out of there. So the mission is to get you up and going on your feet, and don't give up. Do not let yourself get caught in a situation like this young brother did and got his dog hit and took his dog, kicked him off the plane because of the situation. Dog freaked out. So it was a service dog. So now it's all kind of buried down now because of so much tension that was coming behind it. But like I say, it's on both sides where this could have happened a little bit better. And that's why I say it's about us making wiser decisions of what we're going to do. And understand, if it's stressing you, if it's putting too much, you pull back and you take your time. Don't ever let nobody car dealership you. What I mean, and shouts out to all car dealerships. I love messing with you. And I was just messing around because they pressure you, come at you, you're gonna buy. And you know, you're just not ready for it. So, you know, pull yourself back, breathe, think, and then you make your situation and make your decisions of what you're going to do. We've been having a lot of brothers out here, brothers and sisters, stressing hard. The USS George Washington. A lot of my brothers and sisters are taking themselves and deleting their situation. Period. You know, I'm like, no, wow. I really hate to see what's going on there, but it's already coming an inquiry of this is going on in this particular situation. Okay, and so we talk about, like I say, to get married or not get married before the military or after you join the military. Like I say, I think here, okay, I say this. I think before, because you need to build a bond. You need to know each other. Because if you are dealing with the Navy or the Marines, it's going to be a lot of times that you are away from your family, especially if you're stationed aboard a military vehicle, via a vessel, whether it's a carrier, destroyer, frigate, whatever. You're gonna have times away from your family a lot. The Army is something like that because they go to the field preparing for a field activity, and understandable. People on the ground are going to be. I think they're not going to be as much, but they will be there. So, the Marines and the Navy, I guarantee you. What's messing with the George Washington people is they are in a dry dock. And the thing is, they're sleeping and they're doing all this hammering, drilling, and all this. In order for them to get to their boat, their ship, when they come on post, they have to catch another bus to take them to there. So you really have to time your bus. You have to time all that stuff, and then you get on boat. And if you run there, then you can't get no sleep, and you still have to report to your muster. It causes stress. So I don't know the full situation, but we will talk about this at a later point in time. Okay, so I say before, because you can get to know each other. When you're in the military, Navy, and the Marines, you can be going out to sea every 2 or 3 weeks, and you can go out for a month for sea trials And if you do a West Pack on the West Coast or an East Pack, if they still do them, you're out to sea for about 6 or 7 months, right? And that's away from your family. So now with new technology, you can really talk to them via satellite communications if you're allowed at that particular point in time. But it does get hard. And this is why I say, if you do get into that situation, you're going to find your group of people who you want to rock with. Be careful, look out, and stay cognizant of what you want to do. All right, so this is actually just helping the military family. I want you guys to be equipped. And like I say, you can go to Blind Guy, his wife, and their life. I'm giving you knowledge on what I'm going through. They're going to give you knowledge on eating healthy for you and what's just going to help your life, okay? They're going to bring you some nice stuff. Herself, Luscious Journey is in there. Oh, shouts out, TLA. Thank you, my brother. I'm working on it on Instagram, as you can see, guys. I now have my Instagram up as a Seattle Black Veteran. And it's just putting out some places where I've been, people that I met, and we'll be talking more. I'll give you some shorts on that because I'll be doing shorts on that to prep you for the lives. So we're going to try to do live Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturdays, okay? So if you have questions about veteran stuff or whatever, I'm not saying I know everything, but let's start asking because closed mouths don't get fed, right? So you gotta start asking questions. So me or whoever else is on this panel, they probably have heard about it, and I'll ask them as well so we can help get you squared away on your situation. All right, so like I said, you guys keep hanging tough in there and don't stop fighting. Like I say, I'm 100%. I lost a hearing. I took time off to meditate, go through this. I will talk to my people next Monday. You have a time period to where you can sit and meditate, get over the shock that you lost your hearing, and get time to meditate, suck it in, and get back with your representative. Start talking to them and see if you have a case to move forward to appeal this, and battle out with that. But always make sure, do not just say somebody told you no and that's it. You have appeal processes that you can go through, and you must utilize those. I mean, people will say they're hurt, they're corny, they're tiring or whatever, but I'm telling you, I'm going through that and I'm going through it right now. So I'm only going to give you what I'm going through. So if you got turned down, like I say go and look at the paperwork, look specifically where they said no, okay? And then you call your representative and go, hey, what's up with this? I thought we had this covered with this and this. And they can tell you whether it's yay or nay, whether they go to move forward or not, okay? But it is free to ask questions. So ask the question, and then you will hopefully get the answer. And if you do not get the answer the first time, or no, I didn't give you completely what you want to hear, keep searching. I'm 58. I've been doing this since 87. So I've been doing it for a while. So you can hang in there and do it, and you can get it done faster than what I got it done. Okay. So you stay strong, everybody, and don't give up the fight. All right. Seattle Black Veteran saying I love all of you. I really, really, really do. Shouts out to Sir Hell Speaks, Peter Vesett, Blind Guy's wife, Wally. Thank you for showing up. I know probably Patty's in there somewhere. All you guys, and if I miss anybody, I got Peter Investment. Okay, if I miss anybody, I do apologize. Everyone in the chat, all you people to support me, I appreciate you. I really, really love you, and I really thank you for being here with me. I will see you Thursday. I might pop up earlier, but I'll see you definitely Thursday. I'm wishing each and every one of you a beautiful and peaceful night. I wish you that mentally, spiritually, and physically. Stay blessed. And like I say, check out each and every one of these guys' pages. They put out some great content. All right? Guys, I love you much. I am the Seattle Black Veteran, and I wish you nothing but the best. Good night, everybody. Talk to you later.